Welcome back to Isaiah King's Road to Glory career mode. And so far, he's doing well, but through 4 weeks, we've got our first big dilemma. We're about to play undefeated Purdue, and right now, Isaiah's in a spot where he's got a lot of wear and tear kind of stacked up right now. Minus 17 break tackle, minus 9 speed. His GPA, he's got an exam coming up in 3 weeks. We have some decisions to make. We do have 5 points. We're going to go ahead and use one to get his health in, I think, a pretty good spot. We're actually going to use another one to get him all the way up so that he's in the best spot possible. We're going to use one towards his GPA, and we're going to use another one towards his leadership, which is taking a bigger hit than I thought. I actually use a second one on that as well. Try and get that closer to medium so he's not having a negative passive boost. Now, the interesting thing is that while Isaiah is the #1 halfback on the depth chart for his team, which is fantastic news, we're seeing that Dante Dowdle is actually kind of sneaking up a little bit, and he's getting close. And you might notice that Ramir Johnson is actually the #1 halfback from a third down perspective, but the highest rated would be Isaiah, but the coach has him third in the depth chart. So I don't really know why they're not putting him up there, but put some respect on his name. Now, from a power halfback perspective, we get it. Dowdle is an 80, Beckwith is a 71, and Isaiah is a 64. He's more of an elusive back, so I don't expect him to be the power back. But third down running back, he should be on there. We're heading to Purdue. It's a big away game. A lot of Isaiah's games have pretty much been at home, and now we get a chance to go on the road and see what he can do. I'm expecting big things. First carry of the game, and Isaiah's going to try to get out here to the edge, and the man showing that he's got the moves. A little 15-yard run, we'll take it. Isaiah's been pretty good in the receiving game, not as good as I want. Oh, they're going over the top. That was almost a mistake. For whatever reason, coach pulled Isaiah for pretty much the remainder of the entire first quarter. So Isaiah got 2 plays, and then they said, nah, we've seen enough. And Isaiah bounces it out to the edge. Nice little spin move. 2 rushes, 35 yards. Let this man run. Raiola's been kind of our Achilles heel this season, though. This man either throws 5 interceptions or just makes bad decisions. We don't know. Isaiah's pretty gassed. Probably his last play in this drive, if I had to imagine. But the man's out here, and yeah, no shot. Oh my God, they killed him. Game is still tied right now. Again, Purdue undefeated on the year, but Isaiah's trying to make sure they are not undefeated after this one. This ball goes to the left-hand side. Instead, we're going to pick up what looks to be a first down. We'll take that. First half winding down, though. Still a tie game. Isaiah, nice catch. He secures the first. We got it in midfield. Raiola's going to try to get us a little first down here. Isaiah helping out on the blocking. You know he's elite there. And this ball's going to... Okay, he gets sacked. Good Lord. 3rd and 19. It's just... We're pretty much in a prayer right now. This ball, they go for a check down. I don't understand the strategy here. 4th and 11, we're punting. We go to halftime, nobody really scores, and again, Isaiah's trying to break this one out here. He's got a chance to finally carry the rock after not touching it for what feels like forever. 3 rushes so far. I mean, I'm not a head football coach, but if I got a guy that is 3 carries, 43 yards, I'm giving him the ball a whole lot more. Trying to carry this one around, but can't really find anywhere to go. 3rd down, 2 to go. Plenty of room here for the first. 5-wide set. Isaiah's out here trying to find something to go to the tight end instead. That's a big first down again. Hey, look, we're here for it. As long as we're getting first. Something we're seeing, though, there's kind of this weird thing where I think the other running back is getting a lot of opportunities to touch the football. Maybe because we're now the same overall rating. But Isaiah's not here for that. Like, he's got 6 rushes this entire game. I mean, we're seeing entire drives where Isaiah's not getting a chance to touch the football, which is just crazy. But when he's got it, good things happen. At this point, though, we're holding on to a 7-point lead. Isaiah's going to go with the RPO, and Isaiah's going to have to get his first tackle here because, good Lord, what a pass by Raiola. I know, Isaiah can't believe it either. As you can probably imagine, our defense gave up more points. So a 7-point lead turns into a tie ball game, and I don't like our chances. 2-minute warning kind of approaching. Isaiah's out here. He's going to get this one, looking for some blocks. He kind of has a couple, and he gets it to nearly a first. 3rd and 1. 2-minute warning, right in the heels of it. We're going to try to get a first down. Plenty of room here. We get the first. Now, Purdue ends up stopping the clock, which could be good, could be bad, and then Raiola throws another bubble screen for a loss of yards. 2-minute warning's on its way. We're going to put a man in a little jet touch pass. Isaiah's got a chance to try to throw a block, and we just don't know where that man was running. But a play this worked incredibly well for this team has been the halfback screen. Isaiah ready to go. Can Raiola get it to him? He does. Plenty of room, and he falls enough forward. Under 2 minutes now. We're ready to go. Isaiah, 3 yards at a time. The big thing to remember here is that a field goal does win this game for us. This ball underneath is going to get it to 3rd and short. Can we convert? Can the O-line get some blocks here? Oh, Isaiah almost has a chance. He could have went to the house. So Purdue has to know we're going to be running the football a little bit more here. Not a lot of time left in this game. We want to do as much as we can to get us in field goal range, and that's a great start. A little heavier set from Purdue this time. Isaiah trying to find his lane. He gets to the middle, 3rd and 2. The Boilermakers are officially out of timeouts. Their undefeated streak in danger, and Isaiah with a huge run up the middle. There's still time for this man to get into the end zone, and that's what he wants. He wants some accolades. He wants an opportunity to get into the end zone, and Isaiah's gonna get in there. What a run by the young fella, adding to his already pretty solid touchdown total. This might have just won the game, or it gives Purdue a chance to come back. And just like that, Purdue is not going to get the last points they need. Nebraska is going to hold on. We just scored 14 in the fourth, including 7 by Isaiah. But at the end of the day, the King is going to help his team move on. And they give it to some other bozo. We know who the real MVP was. Recapping the stats, beyond the just abysmally bad interception Raiola threw, he was pretty good for today. 15 and 20, 240 and 2 touchdowns. But on the ground, Isaiah, limited carries, 14, goes for over 100, gets a touchdown, unbelievably efficient. And then in the receiving game, he has in 4 grabs for 35 yards. I'm just saying, give this man the ball more. At this point, Isaiah's had a couple of different brands reach out for NIL offer, but this is probably the first one we're actually interested in taking. They're saying it's a local Sunny Sombrero, so probably like a taco place. They're saying 4-week contract, 2 energy up front, small leadership boost per week, but when you finish, you'll get 10,000 followers. I think that's kind of worth it at this point. We are taking the deal as his agent. Now, right now, Isaiah has 3 ability points that he's ready to use, and we're going to go ahead and apply those. I'll let my Twitch chat decide what we're going to do. We're going to apply those actually, not on a rating, but on a physical ability, and we're going to do sidestep. We don't have enough for shifty yet. Can't do takeoff. It was between sidestep, 360, and recoup. We're going to go ahead and do our juke move, so we are officially, finally, going to have the ability to maybe break some ankles out there. And then for our weekly agenda, we only have about 3 points left. Again, we're using 2 of those for our local hero ability, which is going to kind of get us up to the influencer status. We're going to go ahead and do this to get us to basic. We're going to actually go, we have 2 points left. I actually kind of want to go there again. Our goal is to get up to a 3.4 GPA so we can get fan favorite kind of unlocked at this point, but I think we're in a great spot with our exam coming in 2 weeks. It feels good for Nebraska to be at home. Isaiah's ready to get back out here. Most of his games, if not all of them except for one, have been at home, and it feels good to be out here on our home field, ready to run for some big yardage again against Rutgers today. Isaiah and this Nebraska offense are going to get the ball first, and we are trying to see what we can do. Okay, tackle by our own man. It looks like Rutgers watched some tape and realized that if they want to stop this team, they got to shut down Isaiah, and they're trying that so far. Quickly into a 3rd down. Isaiah just begging for the rock here. Is going to get it, and he's going to get the first down. With us going to the run pretty early, we're going to go to a little play action here. Isaiah trying to protect his QB. This ball's going to be thrown to no one. Isaiah's probably getting pulled, if I have to imagine here shortly, because the man's breathing pretty heavy. Nebraska 4-1 of the year. Not quite ranked, but at least we're moving the ball down the field pretty easily. Oh, my God, this man is wide open. Let him cook. We find ourselves on a 3rd and 2, though. Isaiah trying to get to the edge. A juke move that goes into the defender. I think we're kicking a field goal now. So Isaiah starts the game with 4 carries and just not a lot of yards, and it's not looking good so far for him. Only 3. He's honestly had a little bit of trouble getting into the 2nd level, but here he finally does that, and a juke is going to get him what looks to be almost 15. King already gassed, doing his stuff that he can, and that's 2 yards. Another slow start for offense. No points in the game yet. Isaiah trying to find something and just no way to get it. Bad ball. Bad news for the Cornhuskers, though. Even though we're at home, Rutgers is going to end up striking first. They get a 7-point lead. But our offense is back out here with the hope that we can do something. And I see another great 8-yard catch. But if we're going to win this game, Raiola's got to open up the passing game. If he doesn't, then they're just going to be sitting in the box just watching Isaiah nonstop. And again, we find ourselves on a 3rd and short. Dylan's got to find a way to get this first down here. He throws one that is just... Whose man is this? We're not claiming him. We're finding ourselves going into halftime down 7. This has just been an anemic offense. We're hoping we can be better, but I'm not seeing a lot of good positivity here. On a 3rd down to 6, we're going to end up going for the run again. Have to imagine they're not expecting it. Just kidding, they were. 10 rushes, 28 yards. Isaiah might honestly have more receiving yards than he does anything else right now. And he grabs another great catch. Well, 2nd and 4, Isaiah not getting the rock again. We don't know where this ball went. It went nowhere. 3rd down, we're going right back to the run again. It gets us close, but nothing. 3rd quarter winding down. We're still down 10 points. It's not looking good at the moment. 2nd and 11. Isaiah wide open, plenty of room here, and just can't quite break those tackles. I do think he'll eventually get there, but right now he's just got to be focused on getting points on the board for his team. And can he get some blocks from these guys? 2nd and 4. He fights for the first down, and he has it. One of the better drives Nebraska's had so far, and a wide receiver got killed. Clock keeps ticking. It's not looking good for us. But here's Isaiah again doing what he can, breaking tackles finally. We're in the 4th quarter. Raiola has like under 100 passing yards still, which is Not a recipe for success. And Isaiah's just going to keep catching passes and getting first downs for this squad. We're finding ourselves on a 3rd and goal. Isaiah shakes him, and it's off his hands. He was so close to getting the touchdown. They pulled Isaiah, went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. They could have kicked the field goal and remotely been fine, but we'd rather Dylan Raiola throw bad passes. 2nd down and a whole lot of bad play calls. I think that's game. So Isaiah and Nebraska get the 2nd loss of the season. They get shut out. Offensively, Isaiah was great in the passing game, but in the rushing game, it was one of his worst efforts by far. A lot to figure out here. That could have been Isaiah. Recapping the stats, Raiola barely had 100 yards in the afternoon, threw an interception, averaged 4.8 yards per pass. That is just something. And then on the rushing side, Isaiah 14 for 43, 3 yards per carry. His competition 1 for 26. So we've got to figure this out. But the one bright side was the receiving side. 7 grabs, 68 yards. No one else in the team had more than 1 reception. That was an experience. We're getting ready for our next big game, and Karen Jones reaches out since we got Isaiah's exam results back. All A's. Okay, that's good. We can see our GPA. He's a great student. So that's going to unlock fan favorite for us, which is fantastic. Look, the goal is to get 3.4 GPA across every season in the first 3 years. And if we do that, we can just focus on skill points the entire senior year, which would be major. Our next game up for Isaiah is going to be playing at Indiana. Look, I feel really good about where we are. We've got to lock in, though. The offense last game was abysmal. We cannot have another performance like that. If we do, I think we're packing our bags for somewhere else next year. Now, playing at Indiana. Oh, my God. Raiola handed it off to us. I wasn't even expecting that. He never does that in read options. But playing at Indiana's probably not that difficult, in my opinion. Oh, my God. He immediately went to the RPO. And guess what? 4 yards. Big 3rd down for the team. Isaiah. They say 4th and 1. No way. The first drive didn't go too well, but we're back out here in our 2nd drive trying to get some points on the board. And maybe easier said than done with this roster. This man's killing us. Isaiah's been demanding the ball a whole lot more in coaches' meetings. He's also demanding the offensive line should block. Where are they? The wear and tear is already here for Isaiah. This is not good. 3rd down, 15 yards to go. So close. As you can imagine, Indiana wasting no time. They finally get some points on the board, and we are just out here trying to cook. And Isaiah had a chance. We just need our OC to be a little bit less vanilla on some of these play calls that he's having. And we need Raiola to stop getting sacked. 2nd and 16. Isaiah looking to run. Just can't really stretch that one. Gets 3. 3rd and 13. We don't really love the play call situation we're looking at here. But Isaiah is going to be so close. 4th and 1 for another drive. Our coach doesn't like taking any risks. I mean, 2 4th and 1s. At some point, you got to go out there and go for it with a guy like Isaiah. Start the 2nd quarter. Right back out here to the run. It's not looking good. They're going to motion Isaiah out here to the right-hand side. 3rd and 7. He's open. He's going to catch that one, and he tries to turn the corner, but it's only good for a first. We're noticing a trend. Fake Patrick Mahomes is supposed to be really good, but this dude has just got 25 yards. And we're in the 2nd quarter. And if you look at it, the bulk of his yards are coming from Isaiah King. Like, he's out here just carrying this offense every which way he can. A great move into the secondary, and they finally bring him down. Isaiah has a great drive leading the team down, and then his coach pulls him to let somebody else score. We hate to see it. The hope is that at some point his coach will trust him enough to realize that he has the best player in college football on his team and he should let him cook. But so far he's not been doing it. He's letting this man throw the ball. A halfback screen here or there would just do wonders for this team. Instead, we're letting Isaiah get some plays finally. Look at what he's doing. That was Isaiah's last play. He's finally back here in the second half. We have a 14-14 game as Indiana's fresh off of a score and our offensive line is just toddlers. Isaiah's going to get motion out of the backfield. It's like we got a linebacker on it. Should be able to cook him. We did until we dropped the ball. Big 3rd down. They throw one, and oh my God, we almost completed a pass. It's dropped. Nebraska's defense giving up points is just the thing that we expect every single drive. Isaiah gets it. Trucked. His game has been decent, just not graze it. 47 yards in the afternoon. He's looking for some blocks here. He finally got some. And that's the biggest run he's had all game. We're trying to lean into the play action. Maybe that'll open up some of the offense here. So he's back here to block. He's throwing one deep into double coverage. What is Raiola doing? Bench him. 2 minutes left here in the 3rd. Isaiah goes the line of scrimmage and gets met immediately. No gain. We do have a first down, and we have the ball, and we're in scoring territory. So we're going to try to let it rock and see what we can find here. A solid 5-yard gain. King's gonna go in motion. He's got the ball out of the backfield, a chance to get the first down, and he gets just that. That's all we need. Keep moving the chains. And the good news is we did score, but Isaiah wasn't in the game. A little check down Charlie play, and we get 6 yards. On second down, we got 4 yards to go. Isaiah's gonna get the handoff on the read option, and we're 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. This is a big conversion. We need this right now. Can the offensive line lock in? And Isaiah does too. 4 minutes left. We desperately want a touchdown. Little jet touch pass. Our guy runs into just about everybody, including us. Doing our best to control the clock here. Isaiah with a little shifty move, but he only gets in 3. 3rd and 4. King is breathing heavily. He's wide open, though. He's out here getting the block. Isaiah's got a chance. Guys in front of him hits it with a spin move. They're into a prom post tackle, and he's inside the red zone almost. Isaiah leads this team down the field. They pull him out. They only get a field goal, and then Indiana goes down and scores the game-winning touchdown. You hate to see it. Recapping the stats, Raiola throws for 204 and a touchdown. So-so. You know, he had an okay game. And then on the ground, Isaiah goes 16 for 83. No opportunities to get into the end zone. Every time he got in the red zone, they pulled this man out of the game. Disgusting. But what is disgusting is this man going 6 receptions for 99 yards. He had 1 drop, but he absolutely carried this team yet again. After another crushing defeat, we get reached out to by Audrey. Says, hey, I know the players have curfew, but my friends are throwing a party this week. It starts at midnight. You should come. No! We're upset. Our team is trash. We've lost a couple of games in a row. It's looking bad over here in Nebraska for Isaiah and co, but we've got to play Ohio State this week, which I'm not looking forward to. Isaiah's pretty beat up after the last week. We have 4 points in total. I want to try to get him some XP, which is going to hurt him a little bit. So we're going to upgrade that. We're not going to have enough. So we're going to have to do his last 2 points. We're going to have to go here on that, unfortunately. But I was hoping we could maybe get that XP over, but after this game, we should get 2 XP points. And after that, maybe we can get 3 in the following week. Traveling to Ohio State is not looking good. Can Isaiah have a big breakout game? And maybe this is what we're looking for here. Can Isaiah dominate against Ohio State? And if he does, maybe Ohio State wants him next year. Maybe another team sees him and says, you know what? That's the guy we want on our roster next year. Because right now, Nebraska's not looking like it's it. Playing in Ohio Stadium is something Isaiah's been hyped about, but he's scared too. And not scared from the ability standpoint, but more so scared from what his teammates are actually going to be able to do against this type of team. He knows what he can do. You're seeing how much Nebraska really relies on this man. He ran the ball, he then caught a pass, and they ran him again, and Ohio State says, we watched the tape. Isaiah's kind of cold right now, which is wild, but he's going to set a little block here that gives this guy enough time to throw a pass, make it 3rd and inches. 3rd down, inches to go. Can the O-line block just enough to let Isaiah get that first down? Oh my God, Isaiah Cook, Isaiah King, he's off to the races, and nobody's gonna catch him. Someone caught him, but the Ohio State put some respect on his name. It took the coaches 8 games to figure it out, but they're finally realizing giving Isaiah the ball with some different plays could yield some magic. We'll take it. After a bad little run, we're back out here. Isaiah calling for the rock. They're gonna give it to him. The young man almost has the first. You don't know if our guys are gonna call the right play here. Raiola's under center, a little bit of confusion. Isaiah wanted to run up the middle. Instead, it's Dylan Raiola throwing a pick. What's new? Nothing. The good news is, though, Ohio State's offense is not being productive for them right now. We've got the ball back, close down the first quarter, and we still have a 7-3 lead. Isaiah a little late on that juke, but he gets 4. 2nd and 6, little play action. Again, our run game's worked pretty well. We're looking for the ball, and we got it to make it 3rd and short. Old school power football right here. We're going to line ourselves up in the I form. And we're just going to pray that we can get the blocks we need to get that first down. Isaiah is going to try to get it, and he does. Great run. For whatever reason, our coaches believe that Raiola can throw a competent pass here. We're going to see what happens. He throws to the other sideline. Back out here in the run game. Isaiah, plenty of room. Doesn't see that guy, though. Only gets a couple. 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Raiola's going to throw one. It looks like it's going to be short of the sticks. It is 4th and 2. We're punting again. The only saving grace we have right now is that Ohio State just cannot get anything going on offense. And look at Isaiah out here catching balls in the seam. I feel like he's on the field more. He's able to get more opportunities to shine. And it's showing. Like, this offense is doing something. Now, it's maybe being undermined by Dylan Raiola throwing some terrible passes, but it is what it is at this point. This pass completed. About to hit the 3-minute mark in the game so far. Or left in the game. Isaiah's going to catch a ball here in the edge, showing the speed. A nice juke move brings him inside the 10. In the red zone, Isaiah's still in the game. Things you love to see. Nice move. Great juke. Powers up through the middle of that and gets to the 1. On the goal line, a chance to score at The Ohio State University. Every team watching a nationally televised game, and Isaiah is going to get into the end zone and score to extend this lead for Nebraska. We will probably choke this lead away, but for right now, we're pretty happy. Now, unfortunately for us, Ohio State's offense happened to wake up, so it's a 4-point game, but we're lucky that it was Isaiah scored when he did. This ball's thrown underneath. We're going to see that ball get caught. Second down, 4 yards to go. Isaiah gets this one. Nice move. He's going to get the first down. 30 seconds left. We have 2 timeouts. We hit him with the play action. Get rid of the ball, young man. 23 seconds. 2nd and 19. We don't know why that ball came to us, but it is what it is. We have 1 timeout. We're just kind of saving it at this point to see what happens. This ball's thrown over the top, and it's a dot. We'll use our last timeout for a Hail Mary situation. Now, they ended up subbing Isaiah out. Didn't get the conversion there, but still 14-10 lead against The Ohio State University in their house. We'll take that every single time. Up the middle. Isaiah, what a catch. He's been so lethal in the receiving game. You're kind of noticing when you're performing this well that those backups aren't really getting an opportunity to shine today. It's all Isaiah. Big chance here. Spin move absolutely puts him in the dirt, and he's down to the 23-yard line. I think it's safe to say right now this is shaping up to be the best game of his career at the moment. Takes the play action. Up the middle, trying to throw some blocks for his guy, and he trucks somebody. He's already scored 1 touchdown. Can he extend this lead for his squad? They flip it to him, and it's down to the 1. Power football time. Isaiah's looking for the carry here. He's got the blockers, and he's in the end zone. No one's going to touch him this time. 2nd touchdown of the day. If he's not in Nebraska next year, somebody's giving him an NIL money. Big time. As the 3rd quarter kind of winds down, Ohio State did end up getting some points on the board, but it was only a field goal. Oh, Isaiah says get off of him. But that field goal does make things interesting because now we have an 8-point game. Ohio State could, in theory, score and then use that to then get a 2-point conversion. 3rd and 1, offensive line. Can you get a block here? Isaiah has that first down. A lot of wear and tear, a big hit on that one. You can sense that Nebraska's coach is really afraid to let Raiola throw the football like at all. They're giving Isaiah the ball despite how much he's been banged up. Case in point again, look who's getting the ball with not a lot of ability to get out. And finally on 3rd down, the most predictable way we can play this game. No way they threw that abysmal pass. Dylan, transfer. We actually were incorrect earlier. Isaiah has 3 touchdowns on the day, not 2, but it's still been a memorable day. When you're playing like this, you don't even know. Nice pass underneath, no shot. They're gonna call a block in the back on Isaiah. He can't help how strong he is, okay? He doesn't know his own strength. Give him a break. So it could have been a beautiful play, ends up coming back a little bit, but we still have a 1st and 8, so could be worse. Look at Isaiah. Great moves, and he's almost at midfield. If the King can go down there and get a touchdown, we're going to upset Ohio State in their own house. Back out here with the ball. Great moves again. Look at him fight for his bread to get a 1st down. Isaiah King has 152 rushing yards on the afternoon with plenty of time left. Fights forward to try to get a positive gain every time. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Isaiah Wick getting great blocking from his guys, but that wear and tear is now in orange. The coaches are finally recognizing it. They're giving him an opportunity just to stay in and not block somebody in the back here. Just block for your QB. Dylan gets rid of it, and that might be a complete... No, it's out of bounds. 2nd and 10, they're going back here. Oh, it was actually a run that was supposed to be a pass. We find ourselves in field goal range. Isaiah is absolutely cooked. This man needs an ice bath, an ice pack, everything. They go to the sideline, and we lose a yard, making the field goal even more difficult. So I don't love that, but if we can make the field goal, I think we're still in a good spot. We do get great news. The field goal is good, but they've cut the lead again to 8 points. So we've got to get some 1st downs if we want to get out of here. Isaiah's getting great blocking. Isaiah's out in the open field. A great spin move. He's got another guy to beat. He goes down at about the 31, but a huge run. Might be over 200 on the afternoon now. Ohio State is absolutely in shambles right now. Isaiah might have just broken the biggest run of the game in a lot of different ways. We are in pretty much field goal range right now, but it is kind of a tough one. A few extra yards would be good. Ohio State, again, used the timeout on that previous play. We get 1 yard, and they use their 2nd one here. Down to red, wear and tear. Everyone in the stadium knows we're getting the rock. Except for the Ohio State defense. But the good news is we get to the middle of the field from the 26. This should be a makeable field goal, and if we make this, that's game. 216 rushing yards. Everyone knows Isaiah King is the best running back in college football. I don't care who you're talking about. Put some respect on this man's name. The biggest performance in the biggest moments, despite his QB not being great at all. 216 on 26 attempts and 3 touchdowns. That's the king of football right there. Recapping the stats, Raiola 17-20, which is great. 172, kind of so-so, but no touchdowns, 1 interception. It's just what we've expected to see from him so far. But Isaiah, again, a career best for him, 216 and 3 touchdowns against the number 3 team in the nation. That's our guy. And don't get it twisted, he also was in the receiving game, 9 for 102, 300 plus yards of offense. The best to ever do it, and he's just getting started. After the most dominant performance of his career, we get a little bit of an opportunity here with Roadlock All-Terrain Tires. This is probably how they say it in the commercial, but they're giving us some tires up front, a nice little contract here for 4 weeks with 3 energy up front is the cost. We'll get a large boost to our leadership meter, which is great, plus 5,000 followers per week of the contract. I think we take that easily. And lo and behold, the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week is none other than the King. And if you thought they were going to say he wasn't the National Offensive Player of the Week, then I got a bridge to sell you. And he also gets the Glizzy Road Dog activated as well. So he's going to actually go all the way to silver for Road Dog, which is fantastic. Look, we're getting those NIL offers up because if we can stack those and give us some nice boost to make sure that Isaiah is the best running back to ever grace the field. And after that insane performance, Isaiah is going to be in a great spot. Ollie Gordon leads the league with 1,100 yards rushing. He's averaging $138 a game, which is pretty crazy. But Isaiah, not too far behind him, 934, 116 a game. He has 1 fumble, but he's got 8 rushing touchdowns. He's on a really good pace to be one of the best running backs in the league. And if he continues what he's doing, he might take the #1 spot sooner rather than later. Because if you do that to Ohio State and your coaches finally recognize other teams, you better be watching out. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.